Outlaw Wrestling fans! I am longtime independent wrestling fan Robert. For the first time since August 2022, I saw Outlaw Wrestling live from. I can't remember the name of the place, and I apologize for that, but it's in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, not far from the L train. I gotta say, one heck of a crowd showed up, and man, they didn't make a lot of noise. But the action gets underway as we see Hamlet hurts Sue, hurts you, hurts me, hurts us, hurts them, hurts you and I, accompanied by Bones. He comes to the hurts Sue comes to the ring, and he's talk about something happened at the last show, which was back in late June with Joel Maximo. But then out comes Hamlet's scheduled opponent, Ray Oro. These two guys had a good match. It was my first time seeing Ray Oro in action. I don't know how long he's been wrestling. Hamlet, I guess, has gotten more serious. He hasn't come out to that dance song, Midnight Horses. I apologize, I got that name wrong. And the match was on. Ray Oro defeated Hamlet Hurtsu at 5 minutes 33 seconds. Next up in singles competition, we saw, well, it was an intergender match practically, as Jackie Go did battle with the Concrete Rose Sunny Kiss. Fans were really behind Sunny Kiss in this matchup. Sunny Kiss ended up defeating Jackie Go at 7 minutes 13 seconds. Up next is another great singles match as we saw the Son of the Sun, Leo Sparrow, do battle with the seasoned veteran Crowbar. Fans were really behind Crowbar in this matchup, and these two really clicked nicely together. Crowbar ended up defeating Leo Sparrow at 12 minutes 33 seconds. Crowbar took the microphone after the match. I don't know, couldn't really hear him too well. I don't know if something wrong with that microphone or not. Crowbar defeated Leo Sparrow, 12 minutes, 33 seconds. Up next, what I thought was probably going to be the main event ended up going on as we saw the Audacity, Seth and Micah Cortez, accompanied to the ring by, I apologize, I got the lady for not getting the lady's name. But the Audacity joined forces with a certain wrestler from Long Island, New York, known as Bear Bronson. As they did battle with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the Good Brothers. Of course, they were known as the OC in WWE, part of the Bullet Club in New Japan Pro Wrestling, as they joined forces with a certain wrestler from Brooklyn, New York, known as Bull James. And this six-man tag, well, funny thing is, Bronson and the Audacity, as they were walking right past me, Bronson gave a sight for the bird watchers to the dude sitting next to me. Good six-man tag these guys had. Even the lady whose name I did not get, she even tried getting in. I forgot it was Gallows or Anderson gave her an atomic drop. She went flying over the top rope to the floor. Bull James and the Good Brothers defeat Bear Bronson and the Audacity at 11 minutes 59 seconds. Bull, I don't know if you really watch my videos, man, but does anybody, what is that Bull James comes out to? That's the theme Bull comes out to. I don't know that song. Oh, by the way, it was one half of the Audacity, one of the Cortez brothers, took the Good Brothers finish. I forgot what they call that. The Magic Killer? Is that what they call that double team move? And then Bull James, let's just say he had a seat. The earthquake move, for those who don't remember the late John Tenta. And at that point, they did go to intermission. They said the building was air conditioned, but I felt some air, but it wasn't enough. Sweat was still dripping off me in that place. The crowd was really into this show. I understand they've used this building in the past, I think not since earlier this year. No, wait. Or did they go there in June? I'm not sure. They have. I don't know. They were using it pre-pandemic and maybe post-pandemic. Uh, from there, we resume. We get back to the action as we have a women's match as Cosmic took on Tina San Antonio. Sounded like she came out to a reggae song. I tried to Shazam it, but it didn't pick up what Tina came out to. Tina San Antonio defeated Cosmic at 9 minutes 43 seconds. Then it was time for the 30-man battle royal, which was going to determine where the winner would get a spot in the upcoming tournament to crown a new Outlaw Wrestling heavyweight champion. Now, among the participants were Jarrett Diaz, Matt Awesome, Liam Davis from Creative Pro Wrestling, Adrian Santos, Ozzy, who referees for Wrestling Is Now, D-Vibe, or D-Vibes, one with a mask. He had a mask on. Joey Sins. I don't know if Jeff Skywalker was in it. Hamlet Hertzu. Chris Angel, or Angels. I think he's from WWX promotion in the Bronx. Man Bun Jesus. Jaden Vallow. A lot of Vincent Michaels. One dude on a skateboard, didn't get his name. Funny thing was, like, a bunch of guys came to the ring, and then other guys had their own, came out later on. Man Bun, Jaden Vallow, I don't know if I mentioned him before earlier. Chris Angels, Hamlet Hertzu. Basically, a good battle royal. Eventually, it was won. Actually, won by Joel Maximo, who will be in the tournament to crown a new Outlaw Wrestling champion. Funny thing is, I gotta say, Joel was escorted to the ring by Skills the Great and two Spot Monkeys. I can't point any. I'm not going to point any fingers as to who are those Spot Monkeys under those masks. But one of them, I saw breasts. So I'm sure that was a lady. One of them is a lady under there on this occasion. Joel last eliminated Hamlet Hertzu to win the battle royal, and I forgot what Joel said to the crowd. But then it was time for what was the main event, because they went on last. Oh wait, the battle royal, did I say it? The battle royal went 20 minutes, 1 second. But what was the final match was tag team action, as we saw Anthony Green and Channing Thomas, collectively known as Starstruck, as they did battle with Kenny Bengal and Bulldog Pittman, collectively known as the Silk City Kings. Silk City, I understand, is the nickname for Paterson, New Jersey, where Bengal and Pittman are from. As great as this tag team match was, and I'll get back to it later, but they had a great match, and the crowd was really up into the SCK, Silk City Kings. They ended up picking up the victory over Starstruck at 14 minutes 33 seconds to end the night of great wrestling. And even though they had a great match, I just kind of feel bad for them having to go on after that battle royal, because, you know, I think maybe because I thought the 6-man tag was going to be the main event, because they were heavily advertising the Good Brothers, and I thought they were going to go on last. And then we had, after the battle royal, I figured they could have put that on last. But in the event, a great night of action, and the show ended at 10:37 p.m., folks. Okay, personal notes on good seeing Outlaw Wrestling owner John, Jeffrey, aka Apollyon, who sat behind me for the show. What else we got? I'm trying to think of other people I saw. Oh, William Fiora was in the crowd. I gotta say, there was no return date was announced to the crowd, but Outlaw John, I mean, I would think maybe as successful as things, as great as things are going, running on Thursday nights. I mean, I don't know if you want to consider running a Friday night or a Saturday night in the future. If I was not on vacation time from my job, I wouldn't have come to the show. Okay. Kellogg's Diner right by Lorimer Street train station, and that's at the corner, also at the corner of Union Avenue, Metropolitan Avenue. I'm sorry, Union Street, I think, not Union Avenue. But turned out Apollyon and his wife were already there, eating at the place. I was there. Good burger with fries I had, but that Sprite they gave me, it was so flat. It tasted like seltzer water. I'll think twice about ordering a Sprite if I ever go eat there again. And on top of that, even though they had ceiling fans, there was no air conditioning. It was hot in that place. I had to, on more than one occasion, go to the bathroom and pour cold water on my face. I even did that, I think, before the show started. I had to do that, go in that bathroom, and it was so small. Alrighty. Oh, the show started at 8:10. But, I think they kind of let the people in before myself and Apollyon decided to go in. There was a good-looking lady in a cowgirl hat standing across the room from where I was sitting, from that section I sat in. There was also another good-looking lady wearing a white shirt that had Yapper, Y-A-P-P-E-R, on the shirt. I don't know if she stayed for the whole thing. Like I said, the crowd was pretty into the show, and it was so loud I kind of got drowned out by the crowd, even though I did use my megaphone. Okay. Oh, well, there were changes to the card due to some that did not show up. Originally, Rich Swann was going to wrestle Crowbar, but right after when intermission began, they played Lionel Richie's All Night Long, so I figured Swann wasn't there, and Crowbar had already had a match with Leo Sparrow instead. I guess Kylie Alexis still hurt. She was supposed to face Tina San Antonio. And the original triple threat match was supposed to be Cosmic, Sunny Kiss, and Gabby Forza, but Gabby announced she couldn't make the show on her Instagram story, and she couldn't make the show, and that got switched around. It could have been Sunny Kiss and Cosmic one-on-one, but that didn't happen. And yeah, that's pretty much all the changes that we had it for the show. Okay. All right. Memorable quotes. My man Robert Lottie, how you doing? Ring announcer Sean Nazario, or is it Nazario, when he noticed me before he entered the ring to get the first match underway. I tried so hard. I stayed in the ring for 2 hours. Jarrett Diaz, after he got eliminated from the Battle Royal. I'm never coming back. There's somebody, one of the participants in the Battle Royal, whose name I didn't get, he got eliminated, and every time he was down on his, every time somebody new came out, he was getting kicked or super kicked, and he went down, and let's just say let's say his body went limp as a biscuit every time. Oh, good thing I although it would have been cheaper if I did come to the show to have the hot dogs, but those hot dogs were $5. Good thing I ate before I got to the show. Oh, John, and I don't know if Bull has any any pull within the company, or it's Bull and John together running the company. You know, gentlemen, there's a building in my neighborhood housed wrestling a long time ago. I mean, I don't know if they would ever be willing, if that building would ever be willing to have wrestling there again. I mean, it's a nice size. I remember it's a nice size room and a high ceiling. I mean, I don't know if there was a way to bring wrestling to my portion of Brooklyn where I live. Okay. Well, as I said, no return date was announced for the next Outlaw show, and again, I wish they would run on Fridays or Saturday nights, or even try running on Sundays, but I'm not going to do Sunday shows during football season. I don't know, maybe someday Outlaw Wrestling will have Paul James against Bear Bronson one-on-one on one of your shows. Oh, well, new luminaries in attendance. I did see the last Outlaw Wrestling heavyweight champion of record, the notorious 187 Homicide, who retired earlier this year, and also Jay Lover was also in the building. I noticed Joel's Maximo's lady, she was in the building. I forgot the lady's name, but I think she runs WWX, because unless I'm mistaken, she's married to Chris Angel's. Or was it Chris Angel? She was in the building, and he was in the Battle Royal. Dang, what else can I say about these shows? Well, both Joel Maximo and Man Bun Jesus were thrilled I came to the show. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Rich Swann didn't make it. I was hoping he could have been there, because if he came out to, we would have had Outlaw karaoke if he had come out if he was there for the match of Crowbar. Hopefully you'll do that match at a later date, Outlaw. Okay. That'll pretty much do it. This was a great show. My first Outlaw Wrestling event since 2022. I'm sure hope to go there again, but I don't know when. But hopefully, again, I wish you'd run Fridays or Saturdays a little more often. Okay? Outlaw, 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 outlaw.